So we work in Harpenden. We manage a huge estate of 800 acres of scientific research. And the landlord actually recommended Libby to us. Peter Oxley had a previous life in the city, and he worked previously with Libby in the city. When our first meeting, Libby and I, we talked about the vision, we talked about strategy. We didn't really talk about numbers. We talked about where we'd come from, where we were going. So she does most probably an audit, understands exactly what she wants or what you want as a CEO or a finance person want from the meetings. Libby then took this away and digested, all about the business, and then put a practical planner with some timescales and achievements and who was responsible for doing what, where I had to deliver some things for her to allow her then to manipulate some of the numbers, and vice versa. So put a plan of action. But I think the critical questioning, the critical friend she has become, the deep questionings and the probing questions, as a CEO makes you question your business, some of the things that you're kind of doing that you've always done. She might also ask you some pertinent questions about the business that relate to the figures, and then actually help you see the business slightly different sometimes. She's very straight talking. She dives straight into the problem, but she's also got solutions as well. So, with her a number of years experience, she sees other things in other companies and can kind of bring that to your organization. With the COVID crisis, we've been financially planning. We were due to present the budgets with the board. So Libby and I have worked together detailing a cash flow for Rothamsted Enterprises, a detailed budget for the board. But obviously we've had to be really proactive in our thinking of actually what this COVID impact was going to be. So where we could make cuts, look at the business portfolio, where we can make some efficiencies. We were quite quick to champion those to make sure that we've got long-term financial sustainability for our business as we go through these turbulent times. I think for me, I like Libby's direct approach. I'm pretty direct. If I'm not happy, I'll question it. If she doesn't get it, she'll question it. But it got just cut through the waffle. We had a job to do, cut through the waffle. We got on with the job and we delivered. Libby's fun. I like working with fun people. We all work really hard, don't we? So when you've got someone that you can spark off and just get the work done, and then have, I like the challenging thinking she brought to, the strategic level thinking that she brought to some of our meetings. As a new business, you kind of can share too much or too little with the board. And we wanted to get some really tight knit KPIs as well as the management accounts. So we created a really smart, constructive board pack so I could deliver and be questioned by the board that had that right balance of information, not too much, not too little. When you start looking at graphs and a one pager tick sheet, you can really see your cash in the bank, what your debtors are looking like, what your creditors are looking like, and make those. It helps us be more efficient as a board, rather than digging through the detail, it's there as a synopsis, and we can then have those strategic discussions around what we're going to do about it, and we're going to take the business. I would highly recommend Libby to work with you at your business. She's smart. She knows her stuff. She comes in, she questions you, challenges you about your existing business, gathers a whole piece of a broad understanding of the business before you kind of drill down to the detail, and then allows her to drill down to the detail and put, the specific measurable smart objectives in to achieve together. I think that was the crux. I liked the no nonsense approach, and we got the job done.